Close-Up is brought to you by the Kia Sorento R, redefining the power of Kia.
We recently met 3 homeowners living out of Rotorua who have that sinking feeling. Literally, their relatively new homes, all signed off by the Rotorua District Council, are going under. Have a look at this.
They're gutless.
The house is sinking.
One side of the house is dropping one direction, opposite side of the house is dropping the other.
They're lower than a snake's belly button.
They are hiding behind their insurers.
This hole's only hand dug about 1 metre, and then we can just... 6 metres.
Soft, unstable ground signed off by the Rotorua District Council as suitable for building on.
I'm not encouraging it to bugger off down the floor like that, but the slope in the floor is.
Meaning for these 3 households, home is where the heartbreak is.
An engineer's report, in our opinion, the only long-term solution to your problem is to demolish the house.
To say no liability is just ridiculous. Of course there's liability. Who signed it off? They did.
Yeah, look, the fact that the council was telling its own ratepayers take us to court, well, we thought that really stank. So did you, and now it seems some of the councillors agree. There's a rebellion in Rotorua. Michael Holland's across it.
Now, this is 6 metres long, and it should go into the ground about bloody 6 inches, but I'll show you something.
It's the grunting, groaning, disappearing act that never ceases to amaze.
Oh my God.
And I'll just keep on pushing it down further and further and further and further. That's bloody ridiculous. What the hell?
Indignant tones we've come to expect.
They have no right to dick with people's lives the way they're doing. They're lower than a snake's belly button. I detest them.
From a man who refuses to go down with his warping, sinking home.
What contact have you had from the council since your colourful display on Close-Up?
Absolutely nothing. Diddly squat.
No contact from the mayor?
No contact from the mayor. Don't you guys start getting me going on about the mayor.
Nothing from the chief exec?
Nothing. I've heard from nobody.
It's as though that program didn't happen.
It is dead right.
But it seems like his home and the homes of 2 neighbours, cracks are finally starting to appear in the Rotorua District Council.
This is bullshit.
The opponent that's long advocated a see-you-in-court approach.
They've been shafted by the council.
I think it's been shameful. I think it's been shameful. These are good people. They've done nothing wrong.
What was the treatment? We'll see you in court. We'll litigate. We'll bash you over the head.
For me, it is how you treat people. And if you can't show empathy for what they're going through, then there is something wrong.
3 councillors.
Incredible. 6 metres of pole plus another metre on top of it. Gone down 7 metres.
Emerging from the shadows of the council's insistence on solidarity over the saga of the sinking homes on Western Road. Near new houses built on land that's now accepted as being unstable, causing defects which has seen the Department of Building and Housing revoke their building consents and Code of Compliance certificates. 23 years as a district councillor, where does this rate?
This would rate as one of the lowest of the low in terms of working in the best interests of the ratepayer.
You don't treat people this way. You put yourself in their shoes. They deserve the very best that the council can give them now and some support.
The council, however, has ears only for its lawyers and insurers, who are insisting it deny responsibility, even though it's signed off on the houses and the Oakland subdivision, now branded locally as Soakland.
It is taking its toll on the families. You don't have to be on the District Health Board, which I am, to know that stress can be a killer, and that's why I want something resolved as soon as possible.
What went through your mind when you saw Grant Collins on the television spouting such colourful language?
The stress is getting to him, and it has.
I saw a very angry man. I saw a very stressed man.
They've got their head buried in the bloody sand so deep they can't see daylight.
I saw a man who was taking on an extensive and big business, such as the council is, and doing the best he could to hold himself above water, emotionally.
The council using ratepayer money to head to court to try to overturn the Department of Housing and Buildings ruling, which effectively condemned the houses, to try to place the liability elsewhere, forcing our 3 homeowners further into debt to defend their positions.
Why are ratepayers suing ratepayers?
So who is running the council? The insurers?
Well, it appears that way. Someone's got to be held accountable for what's happened here.
You go to the Rotorua District Council looking for answers, you don't get answers, mate. You get bloody headaches.
It should never have come to this.
Never, never, ever. We could have used our clout. I believe that the Rotorua District Council could have used our clout with the insurers. We are clients of the insurance company. We should have said, these are our families, these are our local people. We want some resolution, ASAP. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with putting some pressure on where pressure can go?
The increasingly public row evoking strong emotions locally. This from someone clearly displeased at the ongoing focus on the subdivision.
Whatever the outcome, get over it and move on, move out, stop making your issues everybody else's. Nobody cares, you despicable little man. What have we done wrong? We're the innocent party here.
The longer this goes on,
the more
stress and the more emotional and psychological toll it will take on the families.
It's got to stop. We've got to find some solutions.
We need to actually put a stake in the ground and say, no, this will be resolved to all parties' satisfaction by the end of this year. And then we work towards making that achievable. Finished.
OK, well, that's 3 councillors who aren't happy at the way their own ratepayers are being treated. What do the other 10, including Mayor Kevin Winters, have to say? We would desperately like to hear from you all.